The Chicago Bears, or as we affectionately like to call them, the Cardiac Bears, were able to pull off the rematch against the Minnesota Vikings 19 to 17. They were on the road. And this game looked a whole lot like the very first game of the season against the Vikings. We did not score points like I would have liked us to. We only scored 19. I think I predicted that we would score about 24 points in this game. We weren't scoring touchdowns like that, but man, there's really only one person that I can bring up in this game, and he has been very much maligned all season long, but came through for our beloved Chicago Bears right when we needed him, and that is Cairo Santos. Santos made 4 of 5 field goals, missed one that might have came back, I thought might have came back to haunt us, then was put in a position where he was able to hit the game-winning field goal when we needed him to. Wow. Another game that totally started out one-sided. Bears were ones putting up all the points. Vikings were struggling. JJ throwing interceptions, incomplete pass after incomplete pass after incomplete pass. Finally get some accuracy in the fourth quarter, which much respect to him. Being able to sharpen up when your team needs you the most is a very good quality, and hopefully he ends up panning out for the Vikings. It didn't look good most of yesterday, and you need more of what happened at the end of the game in the earlier parts of the game so you're not in a situation like that. But they did come back, get the lead, and gave the Bears just enough time for our kick returner, Duvernay, to make the biggest kick return of his time with the Chicago Bears, in a very pivotal one, which put us right where we needed to be as far as field goal position to make the field goal, the game-winning field goal. Now, every Bears game has to have a little bit of controversy. So we go on that final drive. Swift makes a good run, gets us 3 or 4 yards closer. Then we do another run, and we are 3 or 4, like 2 or 3 yards back. So we're like, oh gosh, third down, and we need to make this an easier kick for Santos. And that's what happened. Swift gets another run and picks up, I want to say, like, man, 7 or 8 on that play. Picks up a lot on that. And we are able to make it a manageable kick for our kicker, who, again, much maligned by Chicago Bears fans. Many of us would have much preferred to have kept Moody. We didn't do it. It is what it is. But we have Santos, and he did get the game-winning kick. So I'm going to really give him the bulk of the credit because, again, 4 field goals this game. That's 12 points. We had one touchdown with Kyle Monungai on a really the best drive we had of the game. Shout out to Santos. I also want to give a shout out to Kevin Byard with another interception, leading the league in interceptions. I believe he has 5 to lead the league. I believe we have 3 Bears players that are in like the top 7 or 8. I forgot what the number is. Definitely top 10 of players with interceptions in the league. So 3 of them are Chicago Bears. I want to give the defense credit for that. This defense has done a great job of taking away the football. Want to show them love. We were able to hold a not good offensive Vikings team because of their quarterback situation down to 17 points. And honestly, we held them to like 3 for, I want to say, 3 quarters. So they did a great job for 3 quarters. Got to get more out of your offense. Just got to get more out of the offense still. That's going to be my biggest takeaway for the Bears is we got to get more execution that comes in the form of touchdowns. I've only really seen it one game in consistency, and that was against a really bad Dallas Cowboys team. And it's not to say that we can only do this against bad defenses. There were opportunities there for us in this Vikings game. Now, their defense, we didn't exploit their run defense as much as we should have. However, I think we did just enough to get the win. And I would like to see us eventually evolve from the point of doing just enough to get the win. I want to see us get to the point where we are able to execute early and often, kind of like what we see with the Lions. That's ultimately what I would love to see the Bears to become offensively, where they're able to execute, move the chains, make big plays, make simple plays, do a little bit of everything, run the ball consistently. I just want to see that type of consistent offense. It doesn't have to be as high powered, although we are 4th, I think, in total yards in the league. I don't know what that number is now, but that's just kind of some of my thoughts about this game. But I would love to know what you guys think.